We're starting a new marking period. We're nearly about to start a new season. You've noticed the hours of daylight are getting shorter as the Earth travels on its orbit around the sun. The sun is getting more and more just directly over the equator, moving more southerly in the sky for us. So, since we're starting the new marking period, we are going to be talking about expectations. All right, so welcome back to science. You might be in the same subject of science you've been in, you might be in a new one, this might be your last marking period for science. Any of that's good. You might be new to science. I'm Ms. Rosenberg. You'll see more of me tomorrow. Okay. I've been teaching science a while. I'm not sure that came up in orientation. All right, I've been working in science longer than that. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be here. And together, we can learn some stuff from each other. All right. Okay. So, what are we expected to do every day? You might be in my homeroom. You might be in a science class. It might be both. All right. You got to check into homeroom. Fridays, you got to tell me what you're doing because you don't have a regular class. All right. So you should see Homeroom 101 on your Google Classroom dashboard of classes if you're in my homeroom. All right, check in there with a comment on the stream every day, just like you've been doing, Mondays through Thursdays. If there's any information that you need, it'll be there, so you should always be checking. Even if it's not a science class day, which is Wednesday or Thursday, check into my homeroom. You also have one called Friday Homeroom. Check in there on Fridays. You don't have regular classes, but you do have something to do. Okay. You can make up any work that you didn't get done earlier in that week, but only for that week. If you need extra help finishing an assignment, or you want to ask questions, notify the teachers you would like to contact, and we'll get that done. If you're up to date to work, then there will be videos to watch. You'll have 2 to choose from. Watch at least one of them. Answer the question from the video in the document that's part of the assignment. And that will help you out this marking period. All right, the document looks like this. You can open that up, put your name in the top box, say what video you watched, and answer the question, or which makeup work you did, or which teacher you got extra help from. So we know that you did something. You have to do something on Friday to get your full credit for grades for that day. All right. Everybody always wants to know this. And it's a little different while we're virtual and eventually going to hybrid. But this, I've always told you, you start every day with an A. You want to keep it. Here's how. This is important. Again. So how does that work? Well, here's why it's important. All right. How do you get full credit for that? Check into class. So you've already got to check into homeroom. Also have to check into your classes for the day. Monday and Tuesday, you have some classes. Wednesday and Thursdays, you have other ones. Science, math, PE, and parenting. All right, I believe are the ones. All I know for sure, math and science are definitely Wednesday and Thursday. All right, there'll be a do now question in the stream in your science class. All right, click on it and answer it before the school day is over to be considered present for class to get full credit. All right, if there's no school, there's no do now. Don't worry about it. And you can't get credit for participation just for showing up. You also have to do the work, right? Which you'll be able to see in the stream. They show up on Monday mornings, even though they're not due until later in the week. All right, one assignment will be due on Wednesday, one will be due on Thursday. Okay. If you're having difficulty with the assignment, let me know in Google Classroom, or send me a remind message, or send me an email. My email address shows up at the end here, and you will be able to see this whole slide presentation, so you can always look it up. We'll get together for getting you the help you need. All right, this is how it works while we're all virtual. We may have to make some adjustments for anybody who's coming back for hybrid learning next month. Deal with it then. All right. The other big part of your grade is your classwork. And here's why we go to school. All right, start thinking of it this way. Brain's a muscle, it needs exercise, and it feels good when you get exercise. All right, I'll make a video that goes with the lesson, like this one right now. Okay, it's required to watch the video. Over the summer, a lot of people did not. That comes to the end. All right. And then you do your assignment, usually the worksheet. All right. And it will include a question about the video, so that I'll know whether you watched it or not. Okay. If you do the work and it looks like you put forth some effort, you'll still get 100%, so you kept your A. Now, and if you've checked into homeroom and you've done your assignment, you have your full class participation and classwork credit, so there's your A for the day. If you only do some of it and don't let me know that you need help with it, you'll get partial credit. Just like the old check plus, check, check, check minus, check zero system. All right, don't do it, you get a 0. All right, if you really need to make some corrections or go over things, that's what Friday will be for. All right, we're also going to have quizzes and tests. All right, you got to take those on time. All right. If you're up to date on assignments and don't do well, then we'll do something to help you bring your grade back up. Like always, extra credit questions are probably going to be there. All right. It's going to be a little tough to do labs while we're not all together, but we can come up with something. There might be some projects to do over a period of time. All right. Don't leave them for the last minute. Break them into parts. Okay. And quizzes and tests are graded on the same percentage correct basis we've always had. Number correct over number possible points plus extra credit turned into a percent. All right, labs and projects are graded on a rubric that includes, did you work hard on this? Did you cite your sources of information in your project? If you're not using your own observations or data that you've measured, all right. Put forth the effort, you'll get the grade. It's that simple. All right. What about late work? Well, if it's not in by the end of the day on Friday each week, you get a 0. All right. We can make exceptions. This is not an all or none policy, but all right. Basically, Friday is makeup day for the week. We're not going to have a makeup week at the end of the month right before progress reports or at the end of the marking period. Okay, we've done away with those. All right. And I've said this before too. If you tell me why it's late before it's due, there's a reason. If it's afterwards, it's your excuse. All right. If you know that you're not going to be in class one day, or you suddenly discovered that your Wi-Fi is out or computer's not working, all right, give us advance notice. Okay? That way we can make the plan of whether you can making up the work. All right, and if you don't stick to your plan, you're still going to get the 0. All right, and sometimes emergencies come up. Somebody notify the office, and once everything's squared away, we will make a plan that you have to follow to get your credit. Okay? But otherwise, if you just forget to do it, that's going to be too bad on you, I'm afraid. All right, so here's the schedule for science classes for the week and how you should do your work. Okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, check into Homeroom 101 if you're in it. Science assignments will be posted on Monday. All right, on Wednesday, you check into science class and complete Wednesday's assignment. Thursday, check into science class, complete that day's assignment. Friday, you check into Friday homeroom. Let us teachers know what work you're going to do for Friday. Do it. Everything has to be in by 11:59 p.m. on Friday. All right, so the Wednesday assignment, the Thursday assignment, and your self-directed learning on Friday. All right, I'm available to help every day until 3 o'clock. Mondays are a little trickier because I go down to the school building. All right, you can certainly, if you look at the assignments, ask me for help that day. All right, now, how do you stay on track to keep that A? All right, you kind of have to be organized and prepared and taking care of it yourself. So make school one of your priorities for the day. Even if you also have a job, you got to put school up there. Okay? And if you're having trouble understanding something, certainly ask for the help you need. Keep your Chromebook charged or plugged in, and where you can find it, take good care of it. All right? And remember, nobody else is allowed to use it. All right? Pick your time each day to check in. Just like you get up in the morning, you like to go get coffee somewhere, do the same thing for schoolwork. Block out some time each day for doing that day's classwork. About 20 minutes per class will be plenty of time while we're on our block schedule for remote learning. And once you have this habit, put it in your phone, whatever you need to do to make this schedule. If you stick to it, it'll become a habit, then you won't need the phone to remind you, and you'll be staying on top of your stuff. Just like when you go to the school building and you have to go to first period and then go to second period, the same idea applies. All right? Okay, and then once you have the schedule and you follow it, you will be there and you will get it done. And you're going to learn what you need to learn and get your grades and know some stuff that will help you out. All right, so what do you have to do? Check in where and when you're supposed to. Homerooms, classes. Take care of your Chromebook and keep it charged up. Keep it plugged in. Don't lose the charger. All that. All right? Get your work done and turn it in when it's due. Every Friday you got to do something. All right? All the teachers are here to help you every day because we want to see you succeed. Okay? That is our goal. It's your goal. Okay? So let's have a successful marking period. I can't wait to get started. And here we're going. All right? All right, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, you can get hold of me on Remind. Leave me a message in Google Classroom. Pick a private message. Don't put it out on the stream for everybody to see if you don't want to. And here's an email address that you can contact me with any questions. All right, and we can set up a meet or something to discuss your questions. All right. And that's it. Except for the question I have for you. Tell me what kind of paper the background of the slides looks like so that I know you watched the video and you'll get full credit for today's work. All right, tomorrow we'll start some actual sciencey stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing how you do. Bye.